Oh my, it is Black Friday in America, and no, Donald Trump is not out shopping for holiday deals. He's rewriting another sequel to The Art of the Steal. And I'm going to show you this breaking story in just a moment because drip, 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 water torture, eventually the dam breaks. And in this breaking story, the dam has broken. And Donald Trump is incredibly scared of what his MAGA base is going to do when all of a sudden they turn tables on him and call him the deep state. That's what this breaking story is about. I'm going to show you, but let's look at drip number one. This.
So during a press gathering earlier today, President Trump was asked whether he would consider a pardon for convicted trafficker and Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, I'm allowed to give her a pardon, but nobody's approached me with it. Nobody's asked me about it. Right now, it would be inappropriate to talk about it.
Oh yeah, no one's talked to him about it, which means he's already planned it. Drip number two, the emotional truth of the victims' families. This.
If you could say something to the president or someone who does have the power to pardon her or reduce her sentence for Ghislaine Maxwell.
People who commit those crimes against someone deserve to feel those repercussions. They don't get to rest easy while the survivors are still trying to live their life every single day. You don't get to rest easy.
Survivors have come forward. They put her in jail. They've come forward with their stories, the allegations. They have the information. It's already in there. There's no way that Epstein would be in jail or Ghislaine would be in jail if they didn't already have that information. So we question what can she really add.
And drip number three, the irony of the man who helped ghostwrite, or actually technically just wrote The Art of the Deal, when he spills the truth and beans about what the Wall Street Journal has and what Ghislaine Maxwell knows. This.
In fact, why don't I not put words in Michael Wolff's mouth? Why don't you hear it for yourselves?
In the White House, they believe that the story in the Wall Street Journal about the salacious birthday greeting that Donald Trump sent Jeffrey Epstein in 2003 on the occasion of his 50th birthday was a leak from the Maxwell family. In the White House, they regarded this as, quote, a shot across the bow. So a threat, that Ghislaine had damaging material on Donald Trump.
So in this breaking story, like the Cleveland Browns in the middle of the night moving to Baltimore, suddenly Ghislaine Maxwell has been moved from one facility to another in anticipation of this breaking story right here. Wow.
Ghislaine Maxwell quietly moved from Florida prison as pardon rumors swirl. Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's convicted accomplice, has been quietly transferred from a Florida federal prison to the federal prison Camp Bryan in southeast Texas, sparking fresh speculation about a potential Donald Trump pardon, according to a report. The British socialite, serving 20 years for helping Epstein recruit and abuse young girls, was moved via a brief stop at an Oakdale, Louisiana facility before landing in Texas, according to the New York Sun. The timing raises eyebrows as Trump recently acknowledged he could pardon Maxwell, telling reporters Monday, "Well, I'm allowed to give her a pardon, but nobody's approached me with it. Nobody's asked me about it." Through her attorney, David Oscar Marcus, Maxwell is demanding Congress grant her immunity and clemency in exchange for testimony. Ms. Maxwell cannot risk further criminal exposure in a politically charged environment without formal immunity. Marcus wrote to House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer. The convicted trafficker has been subpoenaed for an August 11th deposition, but threatens to plead the 5th unless her conditions are met. Of course, in the alternative, if Ms. Maxwell were to receive clemency, she would be willing and eager to testify openly and honestly in public before Congress. Her lawyer added, the move comes as Trump faces mounting pressure over Epstein files. The Justice Department recently claimed no client list exists, contradicting Attorney General Pam Bondi's February suggestion that such a list was on her desk. The announcement fury among Trump's base. Adding to the controversy, the Wall Street Journal reported Bondi informed Trump in May that his name appears in Epstein files, a claim Trump previously denied when asked directly by reporters. Maxwell has also petitioned the Supreme Court to overturn her conviction, with the Justice Department urging rejection of her appeal.
Yeah, no shock. No different than Donald Trump in his depositions. What they're going to do is he is going to provide clemency, time served, a full pardon, never be able to talk about it again. And what Ghislaine Maxwell is going to do is they're going to put on a dog and pony show, and she's going to get up in front of Congress and the planet, and she's going to plead the fifth about 97 times and or just omit anything that points a finger at Donald Trump specifically with regards to any form of a crime. It's all going to be Epstein's fault. Ghislaine's going to be, I'm sorry, yeah, they wrongfully put me in prison. It was all Epstein. It wasn't me. Donald was just a friend. He went to the island and partied some, but I never saw ... fill in the blank. That's going to be the outcome. And then these files, just like JFK, are going to get buried and sealed with some sort of executive order, and it's going to take us, this country, in the midterms, regardless of the stupid, severe gerrymandering going on, to flip the House and the Senate and pull this out from underneath the truth. All that said, you guys, try to have a good weekend. Stay frosty.